My name is James Kaprielian from the Oakland Athletics, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base Show. For today's very special guest, we have on James Kaprielian. And James, you're from the Laguna Hills area, right?
I am from Orange County. I was born in Laguna Hills, but from Tustin originally.
So who'd you grow up rooting for? Who were your teams and players?
Man, being local there, it was a lot of the Angels. It was kind of during like the Yankees dynasty time, so I was a big fan of watching the guys like, Mariano, Jeter, Jorge Posada, obviously the core four there. But then also, the Tim Salmons, Troy Glosses, the Ecksteins, all those guys in Southern California as well.
Those are some good names. Have you ever got to meet them through the years in baseball? Or
When I was drafted by the Yankees, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of those guys in the Yankee uniform, but not really any of those Angel guys, unfortunately, yeah.
I thought it was interesting. You're from the Orange County area, like you said, and you were drafted by the Mariners, but you stuck to your guns, went to UCLA. So it was a move that I could tell paid off.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was trying to be, pretty honest with everyone and tell everyone I was, planning on attending school. So really, I think the Mariners pick was just kind of a, here you go, say you get drafted. But I think everybody knew I wanted to attend school.
And you also were part of the first UCLA no-hitter, right? I thought it was interesting how it went down. You pitched like the first 9 innings.
Yeah, through 9 no-hit innings. Unfortunately, we were still in a tie ball game. And then pitch count was, probably where it should be at 9 innings. And coach didn't want me to run out there for a 10th, which I totally get. And we handed the ball off to David Berg, who, was probably one of the most elite closers in NCAA AA history. And he went out there and shut the door. And next guys, went up there, got a couple knocks, and we found our way to get a run, and we won the game. So 9 no-hit innings, didn't get the win, but it's just how it goes sometimes.
Did you ever give the coach a hard time the next day, though? Hey, you should have left me in there, or how does it go the next day?
Nah, I mean, we talked about it. I mean, he was checking in on me. He was telling me, I was planning on going back out there, and then I think he was just trying to do, a professional decision, what's best for me in my career, and, I respect it.
So are you into anything away from the field? Like, are you a music guy? Are you into movies, TV shows? Like, what do you do to get away from the game?
Yeah, kind of all of it. I mean, I love listening to music. I would love to learn to play a little music, honestly. I love watching movies, TV shows. It's nice to, kick your feet up and sometimes do nothing. And then also trying to get a little better at golf. We got some good golfers on the team, so I'm trying to pick everyone's brain on the golf swing.
Well, are you a Love is Blind guy? Like, what are you streaming these days?
I haven't seen Love is Blind. My girlfriend's seen Love is Blind, and she's all about it. So every now and then I'll walk in and she's watching, I like to call it trash TV, but I haven't seen that one yet.
It is addicting, though.
That's what I hear.
Well, since you are not too far from here, does your friends or family, do they take the short flight to watch you play here? Or do they see you down south? Or?
Yeah, I've got family that makes their way up here. My grandma's 98 years old, living in Walnut Creek right now, so it's kind of a 2-for-1. Every family gets to see everyone, and people make their way, and it's always nice to to go down south and be able to play the Angels and have big family crowd back home.
Yeah. Well, I know you went through some tough times, obviously, with your mom passing away from breast cancer, and I thought it was a fun fact knowing that she would root you on with a cowbell, right?
Yeah, really cool. It's just one of those things that my mom always did. It's just kind of one of those things in our family. We've always had a cowbell hanging around, so one of those things, you hear that and your mom's out in the stands. It's pretty cool.
I like it, too, because I play the drums, so,
Yeah, there you go, more cowbell.
Yeah. Well, your dad, I know he's been there rooting you on. Is he a big sports fan? Did he instill baseball or the love of just being an athlete in you?
Yeah, it's just, my dad's always been there, kind of the rock of the family, and just instilled hard work and what it is to be a good person and, be a good member of your community. And but really the biggest thing is just working hard and continuing to try and strive and be a good person.
Well, I was curious, growing up a fan, have you faced anybody that maybe you grew up watching or was kind of a surreal moment for you?
I'd say, there's definitely guys. Miguel Cabrera is probably a big one. The guy's he's one of the best. So to be able to play against a guy like that who's been in the game so long, is one of the most elite hitters we've seen. It's pretty cool to be able to say I got to face a guy like that. But there's plenty of guys. There's guys on every team where it's pretty cool. You get to face those guys.
Well, last question here. You got a road trip coming up, so what's kind of your MO on the plane? I was talking to Jace Peterson. He said he's a cards guy. Mm-hmm. So are you listening to music, or do you just relax?
I'm both. Not really relaxed, but I'm back there playing cards with the guys. We got a couple tables, which is nice, and I'm also the guy who's controlling the music, so I'm just trying to, bump the vibes, make sure everyone's having a good time. And then also back there with a good gang, playing some bourrée, some pluck, some poker, whatever it is, and trying to steal my teammates' money. So
Sounds like a plan. Hope you have a good, productive flight then. And thanks for joining the show, and we'll be rooting you on the rest of the year.
appreciate it. Thanks for having me.